Hey guys, what's up? It's Bailey. Welcome back to my channel and welcome back to a new video. And my glasses are dirty. Oh, I can't see anything. But hi, hello, how's everyone doing today? I hope you're good. Today we're going to be talking about writer's block. Writer's block is literally the worst thing in the world. But today I'm going to be telling you guys how I get over writer's block. And maybe some of these tips and tricks will help you if you are struggling with writer's block right now. I did a previous video on how to get out of writer's burnout, so if you're in a burnout and you don't have a block, you can go ahead and watch that video. I'll have it linked in the description below. Anyways, let's just get started talking about writer's block. So the first thing I do when I realize that I have writer's block and I just can't write, I don't know what to write, everything sounds terrible, is I just take a moment, I shut my laptop, and I'm like, this is fine. I'm gonna get over it. So when I write for fun, I don't write like for deadlines or anything. So if you also write for fun and you, like I said, you don't have deadlines or whatever, then this video is probably more geared towards you. If you write for a living and you have deadlines and stuff, my tips probably won't help you as much as another video would, but I write for fun so I can take time to like stop. So I know that I'm very hard on myself when I make a writing schedule and I don't stick to it. So what I do is I'm in a writer's block, I'm not gonna be able to finish my book this month. So I just accept the fact that I'm not gonna finish my book this month. And if I still end up finishing it this month, that's great. But I have a really bad inner critic who is just like, you're never gonna be a successful writer if you don't finish it this month. So if I can rearrange my schedule as soon as I know I'm in a writer's block, to where I was like, if I can convince myself that it's okay to finish my book next month, then I'll be fine. And I can really start like focusing on my book and like getting over my writer's block. I don't know if that makes sense, but it makes sense to me. So the first thing I do is accept the fact that I probably won't finish what I need to finish by the time I was planning on finishing it. Like I was planning on self-publishing my novel by the end of this year. And I got into a writer's burnout and then I got into a writer's block. And I was like, I'm not gonna finish it. So I've already just completely redone my schedule to where I'll publish it next year and like the beginning of next year. And that really helped me just like being like, I'm not gonna finish. It's fine. And it helped me get out and just helped me calm down. Because I feel like when you stress out over your writer's block, it makes it worse. At least for me, it does. So whenever I'm just like freaking out and I'm like, I'm in a writer's block, when I did NaNoWriMo, I got into a writer's block. That was the worst thing ever because every day my writer's block got worse. Every day everything sounded more and more worse and nothing was working because I was stressing out because I was like, I need to write 50,000 words this month. If you don't know what NaNoWriMo is, you basically write the first draft of your novel, or you write a novel in a month. So you write 50,000 words in 1 month. And I'm a completionist, so I was like, I have to do it. Like, I have to finish it. If I start it, I have to finish it. I didn't. That's why there was no video on it for, last year. Because I didn't do it. Because I got into a writer's block. But the more, I stress out about my writer's block, the worse it gets. So if I can just close my laptop and say, I'm in a writer's block, that's okay. I'll figure it out. And just keep myself calm about it, then I'll get over it a little bit quicker. The next thing I do after I do that is I go and take a shower. For those of you who don't know me, I love taking showers. Like, it's a problem. Like, showers solve all of my problems. Like, I'm sad, go take a shower. I'm tired, go take a shower. I'm bored, go take a shower. I'm uninspired, go take a shower. I do my best thinking in the shower. I don't know why. But I'll go take a shower and I'll be in there for an hour and because I plan a whole freaking book in the shower. I do my best thinking in the shower. So I accept the fact I'm in a writer's block and I go and take a shower because it at least gets me thinking about something. So I'll think of something for my book, then I'll get out of the shower and I'll write it down. And even if I can't write it at that moment, it's still something I did for my book. So then I'll have something, like I did something for my book. Tip number 3, write something else that isn't what you have a writer's block for. So whenever I can't really write my novel, I'll go and I'll find a prompt and I'll pick one of my, I do a lot of I create a lot of characters. I have a lot of OCs, okay? So I'll just pick one, and I'll pick a prompt, and I'll write. Because not only does that help me get to know my character a little bit better, I'm still writing, and it kind of is like, sometimes the prompt goes with my novel, like, unintentionally, and I'm like, wait, something like this would be really good for this chapter. So I should, like, work that in. So go and write something else that's not what you're having writer's block for. Tip number 4? 4? Yeah. Just skip that chapter. If you have writer's block for a specific chapter, skip it. I can't tell you how many times I've been writing my book. I can't write in chronological order. I just can't do it. Because I'll start chapter 1, get really bad writer's block, and then be like, I want this character to do this in this chapter, so I'm gonna go write it because I'm thinking about it right now. And I'll go and I'll write it, and then I'll either keep writing from that chapter to the end, and then I'll go back and do all the beginning stuff, or I'll write that chapter and then the chapter after, and then I'll go back to the chapter before. I can't write in chronological order. I can't do it. So when I'm like talking about my book to people, I'll be like, oh yeah, I have chapters 7, 25, and 2 done. And they're like, what? And I'm like, what? 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 Or I'll be like, oh, I just like wrote the end of my book. And they're like, oh, you're done? I'm like, no, I just got inspired for the ending, so I wrote it. Because I like to act on my inspiration from my past mistakes. I'll get inspired for a chapter and I'll write the idea down and then keep trying to write from the beginning, and then I just lose inspiration for the whole book and I just stop writing. So just acting on my inspiration keeps me going, I guess, and it keeps me like wanting to write, because sometimes I'll be writing and I'm like, wait, this will be good to like tie back to the beginning of the book, so then I'll find like little things to put in the beginning of the book. I don't know if I'm making any sense because I'm just talking at this point. Anyways, so that's what I do. Never start writing chapter 1. When you're writing a new book, when you just open up the document and there's nothing, skip the first chapter, please. Like, it'll save you a lot of stress. Writing the first chapter is literally probably the hardest thing you can do. If you're like me. Literally the hardest thing you can do. Because you don't know where you want it to go. If you write, like, the middle portion of your book, you can somehow tie it back to the beginning. It'll give you ideas for the beginning. You'll be like, I said this, so I need to, like, reference that in the beginning. And it just works. It just works. At least if you're like me, you know? Okay, tip number 5, and probably my last tip, is to focus on your characters. A lot of the times, if you're planning out your characters, you'll end up finding like a backstory for them, and then you'll have to work that backstory into your actual story, so then there's something for you to write. When I get writer's block, I really just want to write something, you know? So if you have writer's block for like your story as a whole, and you work on your characters, and you work on like their personality, their backstory, how you want them to be, how you want them to act, you're gonna like work up something so you can at least write something for your book or your short story or whatever it is you're writing. So like when I have writer's block for my novel and I just take a step back and I'm like, okay, let me focus on my characters. I'll write my backstory for my characters, and then I'll be like, how can I tie this into the story? So I'll either write like a whole backstory for them and then kind of be like, okay, maybe there's a scene where she tells her past, and then I like write it. And I mean, what you write doesn't always have to be like, doesn't have to stay in your book, if that makes sense. You can always take it out, you know? But at least you have something, and it probably will get your creative juices flowing. So you'll be inspired to write again. Alright, let's do a recap. I'm so sorry I just did that. Oh my god. So, number 1, accept the fact that you have writer's block and calm yourself down. Because the more you stress about it, the worse it's gonna get. Number 2, go take a shower, because the shower's the best place to think. Or just do whatever it is that you do to like think, you know? Like if going on a walk inspires you more than taking a shower, do that. But taking a shower is what works best for me, so that's what I do. Number 3. What was number 3? Do you remember what number 3 was? I don't remember what number 3 was. Let me think. Oh my god, my camera's gonna fall. I remember now. Number 3, go write something else. Take a break from whatever you have writer's block for, go write something else. Number 4, skip that chapter that you have writer's block for. Don't write in chronological order. It doesn't matter because it's all gonna make sense when you read the book. It doesn't matter how you write the book. And number 5, focus on your characters. Focusing on your characters, you fall more in love with your characters if you're not already obsessed with them like I am. And you get to know them a little better, and it helps shape your story. So, but yeah, that's how I get over writer's block. Try it. If it doesn't work for you, I'm so sorry. This is not law though, so this is not the only way to get over writer's block. There's lots of articles and videos. Thank you for clicking on this one though, by the way. But this is how I get over writer's block. I'm a very chaotic writer. I'm rebellious. I'm so sorry. Anyways, thank you so much for watching. Make sure to like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys later. Bye!